Welcome to Wirenet News. Do not forget to subscribe. The long-term effects of the contentious exchange in the Oval Office, where Trump labeled Zelensky as disrespectful in an unprecedented public confrontation between world leaders, remain uncertain. However, the immediate outcomes are evident, as Trump announced a pause in U.S. assistance to Ukraine, aiming to compel Zelensky to pursue peace negotiations with Russia. Earlier, Trump criticized the Ukrainian leader again after Zelensky remarked that a resolution to the conflict is still very, very far away. Zelensky departed Washington without finalizing a minerals agreement that Trump claimed would have brought Ukraine closer to resolving its conflict with Russia. Trump stated on social media that Zelensky would not be welcomed back until he was ready for peace. With the U.S.-Ukraine relationship now at risk, Zelensky has taken to X to express his gratitude to the American populace, Trump, and Congress for their support. European leaders, including British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, have rallied around Zelensky in the wake of the White House developments. The investigation led by Special Counsel Robert Mueller concluded in 2019, confirming that Russia had indeed interfered in the 2016 election in a significant and unlawful manner, and that the Trump campaign had welcomed this assistance. However, the inquiry did not uncover sufficient evidence to establish that the two parties had illegally conspired to influence the election's outcome. Regarding his relationship with Russia, it seems to have shaped his perspective on the ongoing conflict, as has his history with Ukraine. In 2019, he engaged in a phone call with Zelensky, urging him to investigate corruption claims against his Democratic opponent Joe Biden and Biden's son Hunter in the lead-up to the 2020 election, which ultimately resulted in Biden's victory. This call included Trump's notable request, "I would like you to do us a favor, though," and was brought to light by a whistleblower from the CIA, who alleged that the president appeared to be seeking foreign interference in the U.S. election. Following Trump's conversation with Zelensky, the White House temporarily suspended U.S. aid to the beleaguered ally facing aggression. Following the conversation between Trump and Zelensky, the White House temporarily suspended U.S. aid to the beleaguered ally contending with aggressive Russian forces at its border. Ultimately, the funds were released after intervention from Congress. Trump was later impeached by the House, but was acquitted by the Senate. The president's skepticism towards Ukraine extended beyond this call. During his first term, he appeared to endorse a debunked conspiracy theory that implicated Ukraine, rather than Russia, in the 2016 electoral interference and the hacking of the Democratic National Committee. He consistently criticized the FBI for what he perceived as an inadequate investigation that resulted in the Kremlin being blamed. Vice President J.D. Vance engaged in discussions with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky while President Donald Trump listened in the Oval Office. What are the forthcoming developments? The long-term effects of the contentious exchange in the Oval Office, where Trump labeled Zelensky as disrespectful in an unprecedented public confrontation between world leaders, remain uncertain. However, the immediate outcomes are evident, as Trump announced a pause in U.S. assistance to Ukraine, aiming to compel Zelensky to pursue peace negotiations with Russia. Earlier, Trump criticized the Ukrainian leader again after Zelensky remarked that a resolution to the conflict is still very, very far away. Remember to subscribe, like, share and comment.